I want to give you guys a free look into my program, which I created to be the best way to get better at Smash Bros, and that is the School of Smash. If you guys are struggling with Smash Bros improvement, you have clicked on the right video because countless people who have signed up are already placing well above what they're seeded at tournaments and beating players they have literally never beaten before, which is awesome because that's the whole point. Every week, I live stream a new lecture to help you guys be the best Smash Bros players that you can be, and today I wanted to give you a free look into the first two lectures. The first one, a look into mindset hacks to help you improve really fast at Smash Bros, and the second lecture being a more analytical look at gameplay and how to improve your risk-reward ratio while you're playing. The link is in the description if you do want to find out more, but if not, hey, enjoy the free video. Alright. This is going to be stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you guys are not going to get from Metafy, I guarantee you, but I feel like this stuff is going to help you so much. This is going to be stuff on how to optimize like the process of being motivated or being willing, more willing to improve than anyone else. And I feel like that's so important, guys. Having more motivation than other people is probably one of, if not the best thing that you could have to get better than other people. I don't know if you guys have watched The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, but it's like that guy is so motivated to beat you at basketball. You know what I mean? That's probably the best thing about Michael Jordan. It's just he is so willing. Someone who is willing to improve at Smash Bros the most is going to have a huge advantage because they might have a spare 2 hours in the day where you're just sitting at home and like where one person might just watch YouTube videos or watch whatever, compared to this person who's so motivated that when they get 2 hours, they're like, yes, I have 2 hours. I'm going to improve. Let's go. I'm going to get better at Smash Bros. The other person who's watching YouTube has actually no chance. They've got no chance. You know what I mean? It's so important. So let's, I feel like motivation is the key to success. I feel like motivation is the key to Sonic's success now. I don't know why that sentence messed me up so much, but yeah. I haven't looked at Sonic's too much. I don't really follow Sonic's, but it makes sense. I bet he's extremely motivated. It's so important. So let's look at the first thing, environment. Our brains are designed to be excited by what people around us are excited by. We're a tribal species, and this is just how our brain is wired. Gaming companies are really, really good at this. If a new game is coming out, they release trailers, they release little teasers for everyone on Twitter. They release snippets. You can pre-order the game now. Like, why the hell would you ever buy a game before you can actually buy the game? Why would you pre-order a game 6 months in advance? Makes no sense. But they know that they can create an environment where everyone now is talking about the game, and now they're excited, they're motivated to play the game. Environment's so important for motivation. Like, let me ask you guys, like, let's say there's 2 movies, yeah? 2 movies are coming out. They both have the same ratings. You're kind of interested in both the same amount. One movie, though, your entire friend group, everyone at school, everyone at your work is talking about this movie. That's movie A. Movie B, no one's mentioned it. Which movie are you going to watch? Which movie is everyone knows, right? 100% you pick movie 1. 100%. That is, your brain is literally designed to do that. Because if you're in a tribe and everyone in your tribe's like, yo, we really got to get these buffaloes. Buffalo's so delicious. It's all about the buffaloes. That's what everyone's in on. That's how culture works. That's why every country has different cultures. I'm going to make my own movie. That's why every country has its own culture, because you do what people around you do. So this becomes extremely, you can use this to your advantage in an extreme way by cultivating an environment that motivates you to improve at Smash Bros. This is why the Discord is so amazing. This is probably why this lecture is amazing, right? How many of you have been more excited and keen to get better at Smash Bros in this very moment than you were, I don't know, 2 weeks ago? Who's more motivated and like hyped? Me. Yeah, see? Me. Yes. Me. More so that. Yeah, exactly, right? This is peak. I'm actually learning. Exactly. That's just how it works. It's actually just how your brain works, guys. It's how your brain. So it's like we're cultivating an environment for it. That's the whole idea of this whole thing. I want to play friendly. Exactly. You want to play friendlies right now. You don't even want to wait to the end of this lecture. That's how bad you want to freaking play some Smash Bros and try and get better. Exactly my point. Environment is key to motivation. You can do this with anything you want in life, guys. Absolutely anything you want. You want to go to the gym more? You never go to the gym? Start following a bunch of gym TikToks. Clear goals that you are confident about. This is why I asked you guys to write down literally just have one habit, and we're all going to try and be good at that by next week. I hope you guys all remember that and have written that down. Because you're probably more confident that you're going to be able to fix that one habit if you put all your effort into it than if you have a goal that is, my goal is to be the best player in the world. Then you go to your next local and you lose a set. You literally come 7th at your local and you're like, shit. There's no way I'm ever going to be the best in the world. It's done. The way your brain calculates what it wants to do, what it's motivated to do, is partly based upon how likely it is going to succeed at that task and how likely that task is going to be rewarding. That is why your brain wants to go on your phone every day when you wake up, because it's so easy to just grab your phone and it knows it's going to get some freaking delicious dopamine. It's so confident. It's so confident that it's going to get some dopamine, and it's so easy to do that. It's so confident in its ability to grab your phone because it's so easy. The same reason you don't go outside. I guarantee none of you go out into your yard and try to fly. Maybe, like, no one does that unless you're a little kid, because you're so confident that that goal is never going to succeed. But hey, I bet if you're a little baby, you're a little kid, you probably had moments where you're like, I'm going to try and fly. I used to have moments where you're a little kid and you're like, don't ruin my dream, I could fly. I had moments when I was a kid, you watch Star Wars, right? You just finished watching Star Wars and you try to move a piece of fruit. And you try to freaking bring it towards you with the Force, you know? You're like, oh, maybe I do have the Force. And you try it, and it doesn't work. It never works. And then you give up. And so I don't try anymore. I don't walk around my house like, come on, you little banana. Maybe this is the time. Because you're just not confident in it, right? You're not confident in it. That's how your brain calculates. I don't know if you guys have noticed this trend, but a lot of people who are good at stuff can kind of be arrogant as well, because they're so confident that they can be the best at something that their brain is going to give them more motivation. It's going to be, have you noticed that? Because if you're really confident you actually can be the best, you actually can do it, your brain's like, it's going to give you motivation to try it. It's going to, and if you have ever met someone who is really an unconfident person, maybe even depressed person, getting into a bit of specifics, like mental health stuff here, but they don't even want to do anything, because what's the point? You can't succeed at anything. Now your brain does the calculations and it's like, gives you no motivation. It's like, hell no, why are we doing anything? That is how that works. Reduce life's distractions. This is a great one. For example, once again, another seemingly stupid example that you guys can probably answer very easily, right? But the point comes across. let's say I'm trying to watch Pop One's lecture right now on Smash Bros. Who is going to be learning better? There's person A. They are in a extremely quiet room, or extremely clean room. Person B, their house is on fire. Who's gonna who's learning? Yeah, person A, right? Person A. Yeah, exactly. The same kind of concept applies. Like, your motivation is gonna dwindle for a specific thing that you actually want to do if it's getting pulled in so many different directions. There's so many other things you need to do that you haven't done yet. So this is where your parents are probably going to be pretty happy with me saying this if you have parents. But like, get your homework out of the way first before you start improving your Smash Bros. Clean your room if it's messy as shit and you got bowls all over your room right now and 7 glasses. Just get that stuff out of the way real quick first, and then your brain is going to so easily focus on what you want it to focus on. Because just like the way that if a house is on fire, your brain's like, part of it, even if you don't want it to be, part of your brain's going to be like, what about this thing? And you're not going to be able to focus as easily. And then it's going to take something extremely dopaminergic, like playing a video game while watching YouTube at the same time, to distract you from your distractions, like your homework. And then you get sucked into doing bad stuff like that. But if you want to be able to do and focus on things that maybe aren't as crazily dopaminergic, you're going to have to do your homework and get that stuff out of the way first. In my opinion, I hope that makes sense. People say, enjoy what you do. Like, the most important thing is just to have fun. That's one of those sayings that is so true that it loses its meaning. Because at the end of the day, all of this is for fun. You know what I mean? This is all for fun and to have a good, enjoyable life and get skills that will help you in life, as well as just enjoying yourself. Like, your brain is designed to do things that gives it dopamine. Like, that is how our brains were designed. In the past, that was only ever good, because if you're just in a tribe, the only thing that's going to give you dopamine is hunting the rabbit and getting some food for everyone. That's the only thing that gives you dopamine. It's meant to put you in the right direction. We've created a world now where dopamine doesn't put you in the right direction, but the whole point is that you're supposed to do things that are fun, and your brain wants to do that for a good reason, not for a bad reason. And if you enjoy stuff, you are going to be able to learn much faster, because with dopamine, your brain associates that with learning, and it's like, let me give a good example here. What was for you guys the most fun day in your entire life? Or what's a really fun memory you have? Like, what was a really fun day in your lives? Can you picture it? Can you still like picture the moment? Do you know what the feelings were? Going to Riptide with friends, that was epic. Roller coaster. Can you guys kind of picture the moment, right? You have like visuals. You kind of, maybe you know some random facts about that day. Maybe you know my 14th birthday and my homies came over and just chilled. Maybe you probably remember the friends that were there. What did you guys do 3 days after that day? You know exactly what you know both meals that you ate that day. What do you guys do 3 days after that fun day? No clue, no idea. Exactly. I don't know if you guys understand how important that stuff is. Exactly. Your brain, the reason you remember stuff is if it has a strong emotional sensation. That is how your brain is like, we will remember this. We will learn this. If it has a strong emotional moment combined with it, that is how you get good memories. That is why you go to freaking school every day and it's boring as hell and nothing excites you and you don't create any fucking memories. But you have one moment where you sing on stage and you know everything you ate that day. Does that make sense? Because it was so fun. Your brain's like, yes, let's... The emotion and memories are tied together. So the more you enjoy something, you have a grind session with your friends and you're laughing, you guys are having fun, you're talking specifically about, oh, you just hit that crazy combo. What should I have done to get out of that? That was so fun. You're gonna learn. Your brain holds onto it. Yeah, you guys get it? You guys get this point? You guys get how crazy that is? The same thing does happen with negative emotions. Like, you will remember stuff that you feel quite negatively about. So this is kind of maybe a bad, I don't know if this is a healthy way to look at it, but let's say you really care, right? You really care. You have a tournament set and you lose because you rolled into an up smash and you're just devastated about that. You're going to remember that. You're going to remember how you rolled into that up smash. Apply and discuss your learning as soon as possible. So, for example, let me just say what it is first, and then I'll go into discussing why you should do that. But like, let's say you guys have been working on spacing. You go and you see someone's posted a VOD in the VOD analysis in the Discord, and you can see that they're really bad at spacing. Mention why spacing is so important and how to be better at spacing. Talk about it when you guys are playing friendlies. Talk about how you're working on your spacing currently and you've gotten a lot better at it and this is why. And then you explain it. Just like the Japan example where the person who lives in Japan gets better at learning language because they're part of it, a lot of it is they're regurgitating the information. That is how you guys are going to be able to... that's how you're going to be able to have your learning stick and be able to have it applicable the fastest. Because once again, it's just how your brain works. You know how to say hello because you have to say hello. The stuff I learned at school for maths that I never brought up again, like how to work out area under a curve, my brain can't remember that because it's like, you only have so much space in your brain. So your brain's like always going through like, man, we never brought this up. We haven't brought this up for 6 months. Get it out of here. This thing we are bringing up every day, like language, like we're bringing this up every day, how to be good at spacing, you have to, I do this now, and you're talking about it, or you're actively bringing it out in your practice sessions. Your brain is like, shit, we got to hang on to this. We use it every freaking day, baby. So that was a small part of lecture 1, which was focusing on how to get better faster than anyone else. I actually forgot to mention in the intro, but currently I'm having 50% off. So School of Smash is $15 instead of $30, which I don't want to bag on them, but it's a quarter of the price of like one Metafy lesson. And if you do sign up, you get access to all the past lectures, which is currently like 10 hours worth of knowledge. And of course, you'll be there live for the new ones and able to ask any questions you wish. Not to mention as well, we have like a tournament every month. Anyways, if you do want to find out more, the link is in the description. I'll let you guys enjoy lecture 2, which is looking a bit more at actual gameplay. Check this out, guys. This might blow some of your minds. Let me bring the cam here. I think it's fine if we have the cam for this bit. This might blow some of your minds, but look at this. See how Mia has done this perfectly? Mia is here. Pac-Man is here. This makes such a big difference compared to if Mia was directly under where Pac-Man could choose to DI this way, or if Mia was here and just knocking Pac-Man this way. So Mia is unbelievably good at this. This is why it's not like Game Watch is ridiculous at juggles, but this is why Mia's juggles are like next level. Because look, hits Pac-Man. T's trying to DI this way. We won't get into that, but T is trying to SDI this way, but couldn't. Now Mia maintains that perfect in between Pac-Man and center stage. And now it forces T to now look. T has to go here. compare this to if Mia was here, Pac-Man would be about to get knocked back this way from the juggle. But now that Mia was on this side, it's going to knock Pac-Man a bit more this way, and look just how much more of a reward Mia gets off this. It's all going off stage now. It's all going this way. Look at that difference. It's crazy. All of this difference. Now you're in a ledge trap. All of this difference is from being here instead of here. Is literally it. Do you guys see that? Does that make sense? It's literally that difference. Now you don't get to center stage. Now you have to go to the corner. Now you're getting knocked off stage. Boom! Now you're getting ledge trapped by Game & Watch. You see? You see? But it doesn't need to be Game & Watch. It could be any character. You could be playing Link and you forward air your opponent off this way. This is why stage positioning is actually really, really important, guys. And it's disgusting in the next match as well. Let me show you. Let me show you. See, already, I don't know where we've paused it, but already Mia is here instead of here. Oh, I'm getting too many dots on the screen. So it's just insane. It's just insane how much of a difference. See, Mia hits this up air, and Mia is drifting which way, guys? I've kind of spoiled it already. Let me go back. In, yeah. See, the up air was here. Mia didn't go straight down. They drifted this way. Back to center. Again, the up air came out here. This is Game Watch is such a good example because you can literally see the attack came out here, but now he's here. But it doesn't need to be Game Watch. You could be doing any character's up air. Again. Again. Up air. Oh, whoopsie. It's just over and over. Mia is complete control of the center. Force Kazuya this way, still gets hit. See, look. Now you guys are going to see this more often, but center stage is here. Kazuya's here. Mia's here. Now the risk reward of the situation has changed. This is going to be testing your Game Watch knowledge a bit. But what is the best option for Mia to do here? I'll give you guys a hint. The Mia actually probably doesn't have time to get an up air out. Neutral air is usually the best option to kind of cover the ground. So yeah, see, Noah said neutral air because it covers a lot here. It covers a lot. But what does Game Watch get out of a neutral air? Remember, guys, the percent. It's not all about getting just another hit. It's not all about that. It's not all about that. It's about getting the kill. The kill is always the best reward. In terms of edge guarding, at the start of a match is when you have the least information possible on your opponent's habits. It's game one right now. This is the first time you get your opponent off stage. You have the least information on your opponent as possible, which means you want to be going through the most classic scenario of what would be the best risk reward. And I've worded that in a weird way, but let me just say, what is better risk reward versus Samus? Diving down deep for a back air and trying to get the kill if they go low, or covering the high option? What is the better one? Covering high is right, because covering high means if you miss, you're not now getting ledge trapped. If you dive down there and they went over you, now you're getting ledge trapped. It kind of sucks. If you go up high and they go low, you guessed wrong, then you go back here and now they're getting ledge trapped. Are you guys able to keep up with all the drawings and stuff, by the way, in comparison to concrete examples? Like, are the drawings a bit too obscure, or are you guys keeping up with that? It's all good? At the very end of this, by the way, I've got like just 4 straight up examples of risk reward we can go on. Yeah. I like the drawings. All good. Okay, perfect. I didn't know what level you guys were at, if like that was too confusing for some of you. Let me know if it is though, by the way. So yeah, look at this. Gluttony jumps off. He's literally jumped off and he's reacting. And now he jumps back. Low risk. And the reward now is kind of just like good information. Like he didn't go flying out there for a deep back air where if he missed it, he's in trouble. He literally jumped off. Tested the waters. Jumped back. And now he's got more information for the future. This is getting into a bit of adaptation, which I don't want to go too far into. But like, see how the risk was low? And now he still maintains his stage control. So at the start of a match is where you risk reward just in the most fundamental concept. Makes sense. Before you're going for any reads or anything like that. And now he's got information where, okay, if Samus is jumping a lot, maybe it's good for me to jump up there and back air. What would you do with a slow committal character? If your character still has it, like, okay, because you play Steve, same thing. Steve could just jump here and jump back. You wouldn't go all the way out there, but it's like, it's like boxing where you give a fake and then you kind of see how they react. It's like you don't want to literally be standing right here and your opponent isn't scared at all and they can just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to do whatever I want. You want to find out what their habits are with low risk reward. So you kind of just jump and they're like, oh shit, I jump when he jumps. And then you come back and you're like, okay, cool. I can go for that. Or let's say the opposite. Let's say you jump like this and then they super fast fall down. And you do this like 3 times. Low risk reward option 3 times. Every time you do this, they do this. You do this, they do this. Now you're like, okay, I get it. Now I can take the higher risk of going down there to get the amazing reward because you now know that they go low. Now Gluttony's in the juggle situation. And what do we know about the juggle situation? We want to be between here and center stage. Let's look at Gluttony. Does he do it as well? Oh, you see. Look at this. Samus is here. Gluttony's here. Look at this. The difference between here and slightly here compared to here and slightly here is immense. Because if Samus drops down and he's here, Samus gets knocked this way. Not as good reward. Here. Now the reward is amazing. The reward is potentially amazing if Samus drops through. See, look. Now Wario can hit Samus off stage. And get better reward. Get even a kill. He got a kill. All because of that difference. Are you guys seeing this now? All because of the difference of here in here and here in here. Why does this make high level Smash look so simple? Is it really that easy? Because nothing's that complicated. It's just hard to see it in the first place. That's like if you guys probably now watch people who've never played Smash Bros before, they look so dumb because you are knowing what they're doing wrong. As soon as you just know what is happening, you can see everything. Everything makes so much sense. So there you go, guys. A sneak peek into what we do at School of Smash. Hopefully, you did enjoy that and learn something a little bit new. If you do want to get better at Smash Bros, you want to finally beat those freaking campy characters on Elite Smash, or you want to rise up the ranks at your local Smash scene, then sign up for School of Smash.